Hi guys, welcome to another book video. So I found out the other day on YouTube that November is nonfiction November. So I thought I would do a TBR video for what I hope to read in November. I may have gone a little bit wishful with my list. I do normally read quite a bit of nonfiction, but it's more in the Christian, parenting, that kind of nonfiction. Whereas this time, what I've picked for my to read list for nonfiction is mostly not that. So we'll see how this goes. Now, all of the books that I picked for this month were off my shelf, except there's one book that I bought knowing that it was nonfiction November, and I really wanted to read this book, so I figured it was the perfect time. But other than that, the other ones are all on my shelf. A few of them were in my book haul, my fall book haul that I shared recently. And a few of them I've had on my shelf for a really long time. So let's just get started. The first one is God's Smuggler. And this is a story about a man, I believe, who, well, yes, it is about a man. I do know that part. I think he smuggles Bibles into China. Now, I'm kind of terrible with telling what books are about because I have this thing where I don't like to know what books are about. Generally, I like to go into them mostly blind. So I haven't actually looked into this one at all. I have no idea where I even came across this one or bought this one or how long I've had it. But it's been sitting on my shelf. And this is a fairly short little book. I mean, the font is small, but the book itself is fairly small. So I think I'll be able to get through this one fairly quickly. And same with this next one. This is The Tale of Beatrix Potter, which is a biography of Beatrix Potter, who, even though I like her books, I don't actually know a whole lot about. There's cute little illustrations. I'm assuming these are from her actual writing. I'm sure that's Mr. McGregor and Peter Rabbit. So this is also another small little book. They're about the same size. And so I think I'll get through that really quickly. There's also a few pictures on the inside. Oh, there's a little Beatrix Potter. So that'll be a good one. I think I'm gonna read these ones at the beginning of the month because I'll accomplish something really quickly. And same with this other one. This is another biography. This is J.R.R. Tolkien's biography. And this is by Humphrey Carpenter. Now, once again, Tolkien, I've only finished The Hobbit. I do want to read his other ones eventually. He's an amazing writer that I don't really know a whole lot about, so I'm excited about this one. This one also has pictures in it in the middle, and I'm curious to read more about him. So those are my biography books. Actually, it's not true. I do have another one coming up. Then I also have Anne Lamott's Traveling Mercies. I bought this one at my library sale in September. It costs it was $6 for $1, 6 books for $1, so it was less than 20 cents. And once again, I don't know anything about Anne Lamott other than people that I really admire like her. So I'm curious about this one. I've actually mostly heard about Bird by Bird. Not a whole lot from this one, but we'll see. And then this is In His Image by Jen Wilkin. This is one that I am reading for my church's book club. We have a ladies book club. So each month we are reading a chapter. These chapters are super short. So what I thought I would do is read the entire book in November and then each month go and reread the chapter for the month. We already had one book club, so I read the introduction and the first chapter, but then I would like to read the rest of the chapters this month. And Jen Wilkin, I've read her book. She has Women of the Word. Yes, Women of the Word is another book of hers that I've read, so I know this one's gonna be a good one. Then, this is the one that I bought that I'm super excited about. This is House of Dreams, The Life of L.M. Montgomery. And I did share in my fall haul book that other than the first Anne of Green Gables book, I've never read any of L.M. Montgomery's books, which is embarrassing as a Canadian. But I'm super excited about this one. It has drawings by Julie Morstead. Now, she has some children's books which are amazing. I love her drawings. And there's even some pictures throughout the book, some illustrations. So, looking forward to this. Also, I really like the art on this dust jacket. I normally throw away dust jackets. Well, I recycle them. but this one's staying. And this might actually convince me to stop chucking dust jackets. But speaking of throwing away dust jackets, I threw away this one. This one I got from the library sale, and it's Eat Dirt by Dr. Josh Axe. So because it was a library book, it had all the library stickers on it, and I didn't want to keep that. Now this one, this is all about the stomach. The subtitle is Why Leaky Gut May Be the Root Cause of Your Health Problems and 5 Surprising Steps to Cure It. My friend recommended this to me. I think I probably won't finish this book this month, but it'll be an interesting read. She recommended it because I have Crohn's. I was diagnosed with Crohn's a few years ago, and so, I don't know, stomach issues are very interesting. So I'm curious about this book. That's Eat Dirt. Then, this book is The History of the Renaissance World by Susan Wise Bauer. I bought this one at the library sale in the spring, and I'm only that far into it. It's 90 some chapters, 94 chapters, and I'm on chapter 24. It's intense. The writing is tiny. It goes over the history of the entire Renaissance world. So it starts in 1100 and goes till 1453. So, I mean, it covers the entire history of the world in those 400 years, 300 years, 350. So I'm not gonna finish this one this month, but I'm going to continue working through it. I was doing really good in August. I think I was doing a chapter a day for a little while, 2 weeks, and got fairly far. And then I kind of put it off. So I'd like to keep working through this one this month. And the last nonfiction book I have is Mary Queen of Scots, An Illustrated Life. This is by Susan Duran. This is another one I got from the library sale, so I took the dust jacket off. And I did share this one in my fall haul as well. It has some really cool illustrations. Well, I mean, they're paintings, and then there's different, I don't know, documents. And because this is an illustrated history, and there's so many like full page illustration and spreads, I don't think it will take that long to read. Ooh, that's a cool page. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one. I don't think it will be that long. Then, the next few that I have to share are not nonfiction books. While I enjoy nonfiction, I don't think I can read just nonfiction for an entire month. So, to spice it up, I have Jane of Lantern Hill. Now this is an L.M. Montgomery one. I have no idea if this is actually part of any kind of series. I know she has, other than Anne, she's got Emily, and then I don't know if any other ones are part of series, but I found this one somewhere used. So took it off my shelf and I wanted to read it this month. I don't think it will be that long of a read. There's only 217 pages and it's a small book. So that's one that I'm gonna intersperse between my nonfiction. And then also Northanger Abbey. I did mention this in my fall haul as well, that this year is the 200-year anniversary of the publication of Northanger Abbey and Persuasion. So I wanted to read those both before the end of the year. So I'm gonna do Northanger Abbey for November and then Persuasion in December. I don't actually know, this book is not just Northanger Abbey, so I don't know how big the actual book is. Let's see here. 187 pages, so also one that shouldn't take very long. And then, for my last read of November, I'm going to read a Sherlock book. Now this collection I got from Costco last year, and I've been reading through it this year. That's how far I am. This month is, October is Sherlocktober, so I've been reading along with some of that. And then by the end of the month, I should have just the 2 last stories in here, The Valley of Fear and His Last Vow. So for November, I want to read The Valley of Fear, which is only 50 pages, so that'll be super easy to get through. And that is my TBR list for the month of November. I don't know if all the nonfiction will work, like if I'll need to add more fiction in there interspersed to actually get through this all. Well, I'm not gonna get through it all. I'm not gonna lie. But there it is. Let's see how November goes. And if you're involved in, or gonna be partaking in nonfiction November, let me know. And let me know what you're all reading. or what I should start with here. Happy reading!